So, talking about the importance of inclusion in school and the need for the right equipment, we've got Tara in the field with Ahmed and his family. Good morning, Tara.
Hi, Bunny. We've got Ahmed sitting in front of us. We've got his dad, Ashley, and his mum, Salia, and of course, Buddy the bear, who's looking at special needs and the lack of resources when it comes to Braille devices in the schooling system. We know that the 2024 academic year is kicking off shortly next month, and there really aren't enough resources and tools. So we just wanted to do a short introduction. So Ashley, just tell me a little bit about your wonderful son. I mean, you guys have been through quite a lot. His condition was diagnosed quite early in life.
When Ahmed was about 1, he had to go in for cleft surgery to one of the surgeons here in Germany. His name was Professor Madari. So when Professor Madari done his surgery, he advised us that he picked up an anomaly in his eye, which we needed to get it looked at an ophthalmologist. So we eventually got an interview with the ophthalmologist, and he said that he has a rare case of retinoblastoma, which is cancer in the eyes of children. So we had to start making some tough decisions, because one was they had to remove the eye to prevent it from going into the nervous system. And then they decided that he would have to go for chemo to try and save it going to the other eye and progressing further into his body. So he started with his chemo at various hospitals. We started at Netcare in Parklands. We've been to Krugerskier in Cape Town. We've been to the Red Cross in Cape Town. We've been to Albert Luthuli, where he's had extensive chemo sessions. He's had lumbar punctures to test his spinal for fluids. He's had multiple blood transfusions. So the chemo in the beginning started to help. And then the cancer, for some reason or other, decided it wants to beat the treatment. And it started getting worse. Yeah, it started getting worse in his eye. And the decision we had to make was to remove his remaining eye. And then that was, I think, one of the worst decisions that we had to make as parents, because that meant that he couldn't see for the rest of his life. But the doctors advised us that it would be the best decision, because it will be versing him seeing versus him having a life, because the chances of it spreading now from that remaining eye to his brain was very high. So when he was about just over 2, we had to remove his remaining eye, and then he was completely blind after that. So it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge because being new parents and him being our only child, having to now navigate through being a parent and having to navigate being a parent of a special needs child, because we didn't know. So it's been a long journey. Ahmed's been in and out of hospital, but the school that he's attending to now, open air school here in Glenwood, they have a wide range of kids with special needs or different disabilities. So he's fitting pretty well in there. And he goes to an aftercare facility where they also cater for special needs children and visually impaired children. So he's got a good support structure in place where he has the teachers, he has the therapists, audio therapists, because we have to take care of his hearing now, because that's basically one of his main senses is his hearing, because he relies on it for everything at the moment. And so they've taught him to navigate himself through being a blind child. And it's amazing seeing the stuff that he does, because Ahmed has become very independent. He knows his way around the house. He knows his way around taking care of himself. If in the morning, if it's a typical school morning, Ahmed will give himself a bath. He will change himself. He will get ready for school, and he puts the kettle on himself. He can make himself a cup of tea. Obviously, we help him pour the hot water, but he's pretty much, I'd say, pretty much self-sufficient in the sense that being a special needs child. So I'm actually very proud of him, the way he's come from where we started and to where he is now.
Ahmed actually attends every Friday afternoon. He has a sensei who's teaching him karate. And I think let's bring in Ahmed now. Ahmed, just take us through how it works with you in karate every Friday.
Okay, so we have the Sensei Tony. He teaches us basic self-defense, such as how to trip a bad guy, how to avoid a bad guy trying to strangle you, or how to do a pin down so a bad guy can't, attack you with a dangerous weapon like a knife or something else. So it basically teaches us how to defend ourselves if we are being attacked by a kidnapper or someone who wants to steal something from us.
I mean,
Yeah.
Ahmed, you know what a remarkable little fella you are.
Yeah.
What a remarkable
Thank
little...
you.
I'm thinking of coming to you for some lessons because you sound like you've got this down.
Yeah, even me.
Yeah. You going to give us some lessons as well?
Yeah, we have done some lessons and we have done a few demos, like one so far.
Nice,
Incredible.
so good. I mean, Bunny, so, sitting and listening to the story, it really hits home. I mean, resilience, what a remarkable family. Ashley, as a dad myself, I mean, I can't imagine, the sort of life you've had to live over the past couple of years. It must have been really, really, really tough for you, bud.
It's very challenging. I mean, obviously for a dad having a son, and then you have when you find out your wife is going to have a son, right? And you have all these aspirations of what you want your son to do, what you want him to become. I mean, I'm sure every guy loves football, every guy loves sports, and then you want to say, you know what, I would love my son to do this and that, whatever. But when you find out that life has different plans for you, obviously you have to put your plans on hold and you have to kind of go with the flow. But at the end of the day, I can't say I'm disappointed. I'll say I was challenged, but I'm very proud of the way he's come through. I mean, I've seen him do things that are really remarkable. He's managed to take care of himself, and I would love him to accept more opportunities in the future. So it's amazing as a dad to see your child actually go through those things, but still being able to put a smile on his face and to take each day as it comes.
So it sounds like you've raised an extraordinarily confident young man. He's 10 years old. He's going to pin down bad guys. And now he's heading to school. Ahmed, do you love school? How's school for you?
It is very fun, and I'm very excited when I'm about to move up to a new grade. I start thinking about how it's going to be, and I get very excited to meet new teachers and learn new things. And I'm pretty excited about going up to a new grade next year. So that really makes me very excited.
So we know that in school you need all the right equipment to be able to do your very best, and you sound like an extraordinary young man who's going to do great things. So Ashley, you'll know Jacqueline. She got in contact with us for us to set up this whole story about Ahmed and what you guys have been through and getting through the extraordinary hurdles that you've had to go through. And so this is not only about the education system and children with disabilities and being your best self. It's also about Ahmed and your family's incredible journey through cancer. You've got a little cancer warrior there who's survived and he's thriving and he's living his best life, and we want his 2024 to be that much more extra special. So we're doing Hot Case Christmas here on Hot 102.7, and I understand that there's very special equipment that you need to be able to do school there at Open Air, and it's not provided by the school.
So he's going to grade 4 next year, and there's a special Braille device that he needs, which we've been scouting around for. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. So we've been trying to look around for sponsors, and hopefully we can get it for him by the time he starts his new year in school, which starts in January. But I've explained to the teachers obviously that, and the teachers understand that the first couple of weeks obviously are going to be just catch up for them. I think probably from the end of Jan, we're hoping to get him started on a new device, because that will basically be something that he's going to use from now until he finishes grade 12. And if he intends to further after that as well. So it's a device basically how we used to write and we used to type and stuff on a laptop. He'll be using this device to either take notes or to just basically maneuver himself in his classes for each subject for the rest of his schooling career. So we're hoping to secure that for him.
Ashley and Salia here at Hot 102.7, we do, like Bunny Majaja said, we do a campaign called Hot Cares Christmas. And all it is we're looking to bring a little cheer and a bit of smile on faces over the festive season. And because education at Hot Cares for us is such an important pillar, we have decided this year that we are going to be covering the cost of his much needed Braille No Touch, the Braille Safari 1, and a carry bag to the cost of 153,000 Rand.
Guys, we've actually got it here in front of them. Ashley, it's here, and it's for your boys.
I don't even know what to say, God. Thank you so much. I'm trying to put the words together to say thanks, but I never expected this. When I touched base with Jackie, my HR lady, I was just putting it out there, hoping that we'd get some kind of response from various people. But I never, in my wildest imagination, thought that we would be sitting here with this device for my son. Gosh, thank you guys so much, and I hope God blesses you.
And you and your family, and Ahmed, who's going to be beating up bad guys and absolutely kicking it at school.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. This is going to help me a lot in my in my New Year's until I graduate school. I just want to say thank you so much.